Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel. Is something bad going to happen to Ripple today? Well, according to an attorney popular within the XRP community, the answer is yes. At least probably. Take a look at this headline from Finance Feeds. SEC vs. Ripple, hearing on controversial deposition is bad for Ripple, expert says. Here's another headline from AMB Crypto. It's all over the place. XRP lawsuit update. Is this development truly bad for Ripple? And so it's all on the topic of former SEC Director William Hinman. Will he end up having to answer Ripple's lawyers' questions under oath? I sure as hell hope so. And so today, July 15th, we're gonna find out probably at a meeting. At a minimum, there's a meeting here, and actually we'll absolutely be aware of what happens here because it's one of those instances where you can actually call in. And actually listen yourself. And I think there's a 4,000 person limit, and previously it's been hit every single time. Understandably, there's a lot of interest around this case here. So hopefully we get good news, but potentially not. So let's just dive in. Oh, actually, first I do want to clear at the outset, I don't have a legal or financial background of any kind. I'm not offering legal or financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. Anyway, in we go. The SEC vs. Ripple Labs case has taken a new turn. In what is the latest development in the same, the court has scheduled a telephone conference on July 15th at 3 p.m. to discuss the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission's motion to quash the deposition of former SEC Executive William Hinman. Now, I'm going to assume that everybody's caught up to speed at this point, just about everybody anyway, but in case you're not, William Hinman, or as a quick reminder, he is the SEC director, former SEC director, who gave legal clarity to Ethereum, although now he's saying it was just his opinion. Back then he was saying it was our opinion. You know, we're the ones that decided, is it referencing the SEC as the whole, but now it's just his opinion, is what he's saying here. And he took millions of dollars from his former employer while he was working for the SEC, setting this policy, and the policy actually benefited his former employer. So I'll just leave it there because I've covered it intensely in the past, but it's an important piece to know. So anyway, so here you go. Ripple has been rooting for Hinman's deposition despite the SEC's continuous pleas to quash it. However, according to some, U.S. Magistrate Judge Sarah Netburn may not be fully convinced just yet. Attorney Jeremy Hogan, by the way, he's the guy I'm sure most of you know at this point, but he runs a channel called Legal Briefs, and he's been heavily covering the SEC versus Ripple case, which understandably is garnering a lot of attention. So he's fantastic. I value him, and I'm sure I know everybody else in the XRP community does too, but this is who we're talking about here. So Attorney Jeremy Hogan, for instance, reacted to the development of this deposition. Not deposition. The scheduled phone conference by stating the following: "My quick take on the scheduling of a conference on a fully briefed motion is that it is bad for Ripple. If she was satisfied," referencing the judge, of course, "if she was satisfied by the briefings, she would have simply ordered the deposition to take place. She might need more from Ripple if she is to order the deposition. We'll see." And so then the piece continues, what's next, though? At this moment, it's difficult to tell. Hogan, however, was quick to venture a guess by claiming the following. And here's another quote. "My guess is that she will issue a ruling at the hearing because the deposition is scheduled for the 19th. If not at the hearing, then she only has 1 or 2 days to put an order in writing." And so, yeah, not much time here. So it will be interesting to see what she ultimately concludes. And by the way, I had these tweets pulled up, actually. There's another one I wanted to highlight from him. Might have been that one. Yeah, here we go. So in response to this tweet from Jeremy Hogan, Attorney Jeremy Hogan, about this being bad for Ripple, somebody had a question. "Dear Jeremy, could it not be the other way, that it is up to the SEC to provide more information? I know nothing about law, so I do apologize if I am being in any way offensive." And Jeremy responded, "Possibly. We'll be interested to listen in tomorrow." So that's a good question, though. So I'm sure Jeremy has his reasons to think that the fact that there's now a telephone conference to figure this out, it's bad for Ripple. But could it be possible? And Jeremy actually ended up saying yes. Could it be possible that it's actually the SEC that is going to be getting the hammer on a call like this from the judge, where they have to justify the position that they've been taking and the letters they've been writing to the court. Well, I certainly hope so. That's why I value Jeremy's opinion, because of me not having a legal background. I don't know what to expect. But it would be a shame to not have him questioned under oath. I would love for Hinman to get hit with the hard questions, and he should be. I think that's my personal opinion on this anyway. So we'll see what ultimately happens here. Anyway, piece continues here from AMB Crypto. The deposition has already been rescheduled from June 30th to July 19th, with news of this update about the conference on the 15th of July coming after it. And so Ripple has also been chasing the SEC to acquire documents regarding Bitcoin and Ethereum that prevent them from being classified as securities. In fact, in 2018, Hinman had publicly come out to claim that Bitcoin and Ethereum should not be considered securities due to their inherent decentralization. Yeah, take a look at this quote from Hinman. "When I look at Bitcoin today, I do not see a central third party whose efforts are a key determining factor in the enterprise. The network on which Bitcoin functions is operational and appears to have been decentralized for some time, perhaps from inception." And I every time I read that, it still bothers me a little bit. Like, yeah, Bitcoin's decentralized, but decentralized perhaps from inception? What in the ever-loving hell are you talking about? That's verifiably false. Back when Satoshi Nakamoto was the only person mining Bitcoin, it was centralized. Does anybody want to take the opposing viewpoint on that? Does anybody out there? Please, let's talk if so. But there's no way, of course. But it was more egregious what he had to say about Ethereum. Not that Ethereum was not being sold as a security. I can get behind that, actually. But the part that was more egregious, actually, perhaps the most egregious in that whole damn speech, was that he said something along the lines, I'll have to paraphrase here, but despite the initial fundraising efforts for Ethereum, it's today not being sold as a security. And I'm like, whoa. Despite that, whoa. Despite it being sold as a security in the past via fundraising, whoa. Why is the hammer not coming down on the Ethereum Foundation, but it's coming down on Ripple? That'll make no damn sense to Moon Lambo, but there we are. So anyway, as far as the SEC is concerned, it has previously argued that there are not enough, quote, exceptional circumstances, end quote, that would allow deposing someone who held one of the highest ranking positions within an independent federal agency to question him about external meetings. And so, needless to say, the latest development has bred confusion among community members about the impact of this telephonic conference. In fact, many believe that it is anyone's guess at this point, with Judge Netburn requiring more clarity and perhaps time from the two parties. The result of the hearing will be revealed shortly, as the deposition is scheduled for July 19th. So with any luck, we'll actually get some clarity today. We could. According to Jeremy Hogan, perhaps she's going to rule on this today. And I mean, me being curious, and the sooner we know, the better, as far as I'm concerned. But even if not, the good news is, even if we don't find out today, it's, again, July 19th. That's when it's going to happen, if it's going to happen. So what, you have like a day or two, 3 tops to really figure this out, because you got to provide some notice, right? So even if we don't find out today, and hopefully we do, we're going to know really, really soon here. So there we go. So hopefully it's not actually bad for Ripple. I'd love to know more about Jeremy's thoughts as to why potentially it could be more bad than more good in terms of probability, but we'll see. We're all learning in real time, right? But I'll wrap up there. I am not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.